Hey, what is up guys? Funny_player here. Now today I have a new video to show you guys. So today I'm not going to do some Battlefront gameplay. Instead I'll give you guys a Battlefront commentary. So what I'll do, mainly this commentary is going to focus on the heroes that have been released in Star Wars Battlefront. And I'll give you guys my own opinion or feedback on how I feel about them in certain situations. So of course, I'll mainly focus on Han, Leia, and Luke. And I'll tell you guys who my favorites are my personal favorites, and I'll tell you guys, give you guys details on their special abilities and what they can do in the battle, and then in the end I'll rank them from third being the suckiest to first being the greatest. Okay, so let's start with Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker. He has the Force Push, Saber Rush, and Heavy Strike. The Force Push allows Luke to push his enemies back, which is a one-hit kill, and can also be aimed towards multiple targets. Saber Rush is used for Luke to get to his destinations faster, and can also take out multiple targets. And the Saber Rush and Force Push can also be used for him to get out of sticky situations, like if you're surrounded with Luke, Force Push, or if you're trying to escape, if you have less than 20 points of health left, the Saber Rush is a good use of it. And Heavy Strike can also take out multiple targets, and it is Luke's strongest ability, which can drain a hero by 40-30% of its health. On top of the fact, Luke can also block with his lightsaber and can reflect and repel bullets back at the enemies, as long as he looks towards their destination. Unfortunately for Luke Skywalker, his block drains way too fast when you compare him to Darth Vader, and he is the fastest character out of all the heroes, but is he too fast? Because he might be fast on his feet, but if he's going up against different heroes, like for Darth Vader, suppose if Darth Vader blocks all the time and Luke moves too fast, his recovery is not that great, which can leave him vulnerable and open for Darth Vader and or other people to get hits on him, so which makes Luke very vulnerable, as well as the force push as well. It leaves Luke vulnerable too if he's not within your range. And also on top of the fact, with the cherry on top, Luke also has to be close to his enemies. He does have a little bit of range on them, but although he's used for a straight up fight. But otherwise, in my personal opinion, I love Luke Skywalker, not just because he's the hero of Star Wars, just because he's really fast, which I like about him, and he can also block, and he has Jedi abilities, and I honestly find him to be the best choice ever. Go Luke for when I'm on Team Luke. Alright, next we have Han Solo. International Smuggler. So, Han Solo has the Shoulder Charge, Lucky Shot, and Rapid Fire. Just like Luke Skywalker, his Shoulder Charge, Lucky Shot, and Rapid Fire can take out multiple targets. As well, unlike the Saber Rush and Force Push to get Han Solo out of sticky situations, the Shoulder Charge, in my personal opinion, is the best bet in order to escape. Lucky Shot, I'm a PS4 guy, so if you hold on to R1, it's a big giant blast that he shoots out of you. For villains, it takes their health out by 40%, which really helps, and it's also able to take out multiple targets too. Just like Rapid Fire, how Rapid Fire is strong, but the Lucky Shot is Han Solo's strongest, but Rapid Fire allows Han Solo, PS4 once again, if you press R2 rapidly, he fires out multiple bullets without having to overheat, and it takes out enemies in one hit. And it does major damage on to villains. But negatives wise, Han Solo's Lucky Shot is vulnerable because since he needs to charge up, he is unprotected. Even though the villains can't block it, but it stuns the villains and it damages them, but his lucky shot can leave him vulnerable, and if he misses, that sucks for you. And his rapid fire, if you press R2 too fast, and if you're missing opponents, it drains way too fast. So you have to make every bullet count when you're using your rapid fire. And as well, Han Solo uses his famous DL-44, which is a good gun up close. So far away, if you're trying to hit opponents from like a mountaintop, it's not going to be that great in a straight up fight. So that's my opinion. Han Solo, I like Han Solo. I think he's really good for big maps. So in comparison to Luke, because I feel Luke's better in closer maps, in close corridors than Han Solo. So that's my opinion on Han Solo. Alright, lastly, we have Princess Leia or gone.
Our friends are counting on us.
Now, Princess Leia has Trooper Bane, Supply Drop, and the enhanced Squad Shield. Now, don't get me wrong, Princess Leia is good, but based on her assets and her skill set, she mainly feels like a defense type character to me. Her Trooper Bane, if you press L1, it's a one-shot kill that you can use on multiple targets, and it is her strongest to use on the villains. If the villains try to block it, it won't work and they'll be affected by it. I think it drains like 10% of their health every time you fire the bullet, and when you use that gun, it takes out enemies in one hit. And for Supply Drop, depending on what game mode you use, Leia drops an item for either a soldier or for herself. So if you're playing Hero Hunt or Heroes vs Villains, Leia will give a supply drop of hero health pickup, but if you're playing Walker Assault or Supremacy, she'll drop a supply of an item for a trooper to pick up, like a thermal imploder or a proximity bomb, smart rocket, etc, etc. And last, her enhanced Squad Shield. I feel that's mainly defense based, so like if there's an orbital strike incoming, she could whip that out, and it is stronger and more durable than the regular Squad Shield, so hers comes in handy. But you can't shoot out of it, nor can you shoot inside of it. So the negatives about Leia: she is the slowest one out of all the heroes between Luke and Han. She, instead of Han and Luke having abilities to get them out of sticky situations, her Squad Shield will take that place, which means she would have to just stay there all cooped up, which helps because if she stays there she can spawn health for herself. But the hero pickups and supply drops take the longest time to heat back up to use, so you have to use it wisely under certain situations. And she is the weakest one out of all the heroes, because Luke and Han take most of their enemies out in one hit. Leia takes about 1 to 2 hits. But her gun is more accurate than Han Solo, so I'll give her credit for that. So, if I were to rate the heroes that I mentioned, Luke, Han, and Leia, I would have to say for third place, I give it to Princess Leia, second place, Han Solo, and first place, Luke Skywalker. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little commentary. If you guys want me to comment on the villains, to give my opinions on them, please give me a shout in the comments. So thank you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm outsy. Deuces. Holla at my boys. Shout out to my peeps. Funny_player out. Please subscribe. Action.
Oh, Darth Vader's here!
I can't. Ugh, there we go. Oh shoot, the Emperor's here.